Let's quickly learn how to perform file handling in Python. We will learn how to write in a file and how to read from a file. So while opening the file in the write mode for writing, there are three modes. First one is create, second is append, and then third one is write. So for create mode, which is specified with the character X, it creates a file and it returns error if the file exists. While the append mode creates a file if the file does not exist. And what it does, it appends in the file. So if this is your file and there is some data in it already, so what it will do, it will append at the end of this data. It will add more data at the end of this file. It won't delete the content that is already present in here. On the contrary, the write mode will create a file and it will overwrite any existing content. That means whatever is written here will be deleted and write mode will overwrite this file. So the previous content will be deleted with the mode W. Now let's see how will we write the code for that. First of all, we will open the file like this. So we will specify the path of file in the open function and then the mode of the file, which is append here right now. And then we can write anything using the f.write function. So f is the variable that we created while opening the file. This is the file variable. So using f.write, you can write whatever you want in the file, whatever string you want, and then you will close your file. So these are the three steps. Now, if you want to open it in the write mode, so write mode is the mode which will overwrite the existing content. So you can do that. Just change this. The rest of the code is same. Just this mode is different here. Now let's see if you want to read something from the file, how will you do that? Again, you will open your file using the open function. You will specify the path of your file and you will open it in the read mode, which is R. And this is the variable that you created while opening the file. So if you want to read one line at a time, you can use reader.readLine. If you want to read it line by line, you can use a for loop. So for line in reader, and it will print line one by one. If you want to read all the lines together as a list, you can use this particular function, f.readLines. It will give you a list object. And if you want to save it in a variable, you can also write x equals to f.readLines. And this x object will be a list object. So all the lines in your text file will be present in this x object as a list. If you want to read the whole file, you can use f.read function, and this read function actually reads n number of bytes. So you have to specify the n, the number of bytes that you want to read, but the default value for n is -1, and that means whole file. So if you don't specify anything, if you don't specify the n number of bytes for the read function to read, it will read the whole file because the default value is -1. So these were different ways of reading a file.